The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday, man. I hope everybody is doing well. What's up, Junior? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is up and at it and doing their thing this morning, man. It's going to be a great morning. It's going to be a great Wednesday. We got some stuff to get through today. We got some stuff going on today. Some stuff you guys got to be aware of in the market. Some things that we got to review. And also give you guys an overview of what's actually going on in this market. And when pump, baby. When pump, right? When does crypto pump? When do we get out of this hole that we've been in for a little while? Just trading sideways. And it's definitely, just trading sideways. That's all we're doing, man. That's all we're doing. Yeah, Junior. So I'm saying there's a lot coming out today, a lot going on today in these markets, going to drive these markets, going to see what the heck is going on today. And I think everybody's just kind of sitting on the sidelines for the most part, but I think it's bigger than that. I think it's bigger than everybody just sitting on the sidelines and waiting. I think there's more at play here. And it has to do with inflation. It has to do with expendable money, things like that, things that people don't necessarily talk about all the time, don't want to talk about, scared to talk about for whatever reason. But we'll talk about them here. I think that there's a little bit more going on at play right now, not only in the crypto market, but in the stock market as well. So I think there's a lot going on that's keeping this market, that's keeping both markets, the crypto market and the stock market, kind of where it is, right? So we'll get into a little bit of that today and talk a little bit about that. But big day today in the markets. We have the FOMC meeting going on today. The FOMC meeting minutes coming out today, and also the revision to the unemployment numbers. So them two are going to be big. They're going to be big to what's going to happen the rest of the day. So, but I think there's a bit more going on at play here that people don't really talk about when it comes to these markets. But like I said, we'll get into them here. We'll talk about them. I'll give you guys my opinion, and we'll go ahead and get into some big news today as well. I think there's a lot of good stuff going on around the market as well. So we'll get into all of that stuff today. But first of all, let's go ahead and look at where these markets are right now. You got the Asian market. It traded pretty much sideways. The European market over there, where my man Ken's at across the pond, is trading pretty well right now. It's all in the green. It woke up, traded well, doing this thing. I like where they're at right now, and that drives crypto, right? As long as these markets are trading well, it drives crypto. What's going on, Heat? What's going on, Heat? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I need some of that heat over here on the East Coast, baby. It's cold, man. My fish tank is stable. Oh, man. All right, man. I need some of that heat over here on the East Coast, man. It is cold over here, baby. It is cold, man. Powell speaks. Powell's got Paul's got a speech coming up over there at the conference that they're at. That's going to drive some of the markets too. If he's any dovish at all, markets are going to tank. Markets will tank if he even lets on that he's dovish. So the 23rd. Oh, it's the 23rd. Yeah. So I mean, if he even lets on that he's dovish at all, the markets are going to tank. But these markets are just a little bit unstable, and we'll get into why I think they're a little bit unstable and why I think why people's expectations are a little bit out of whack, right? And I listen to, it's Friday, and I listen to a lot of YouTube content about the stock market and the crypto market and overall markets in general. And I tell you, some people's expectations are completely unrealistic about where we are right now. You got IBIT right now sitting at 32.92. We'll pull this up and we'll watch this as the morning goes on, like we usually do. Look at some aftermarket trading. It's pretty much staying stable. But crypto market's sitting right now at a $2.1 trillion market cap, coming up a little bit. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index sitting at 45. But let me kind of explain to you guys what I think about why these markets aren't going anywhere, right? Why they're just kind of trading sideways. Stock market, crypto market, Forex, you name the market, it's trading sideways. It's just the retail money's just not there, right? And people underestimate this. And we'll get into an article about institutional money as well. Institutional money continues to flow in to the crypto market, but it's flowing into Bitcoin and Bitcoin only. You guys got to understand that. You don't see big institutional money coming into, I always forget that, Junior. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that like button. Institutional money is only coming into Bitcoin right now. Institutions are not buying up altcoins. They're not buying up. They're even slow buying the Ethereum ETFs, right? Which is one of the reasons why I'm not big on the whole XRP ETF coming out right now, Solana ETF coming out right now into 2025, because there's just not enough money in the market to push it, right? So everybody's expectations are going to be high, but the results are going to be low. There's just not enough money in either one of these markets to push, and it's because retail money's not here. And retail money may not be here for a long time, because when you look at inflation and you look at the expendable money that people don't have money around the world to be dropping into speculative assets or stocks or bonds or any of that, right? They just don't have that kind of expendable cash right now, right? So when you look at 2017's bull run, right? What spurred that bull run? Well, the market cap was under $1 trillion. So remember, we talk about that wheel and how much money it takes to move that wheel. The bigger the wheel, the more money it takes to move it, right? So in 17, that bull run that kicked off, when you look at it, it didn't take a whole lot of money to move that wheel, right? Because the market cap was so low. It was under $1 trillion. And then when you got to 2020, what kicked that bull run off? What kicked that bull run off was people had a ton of money that they were receiving from the governments for free, right? Around the world, right? People were just throwing money all over the place, right? Around the world, governments were throwing money. People were getting PPE loans. People were getting, accelerated unemployment. People were getting checks from the government. They had money to throw around into these markets. And that's what they were doing. And that kicked off that bull run in 2020. Basically, I call it the COVID run, right? That's what it was, right? The COVID run. And now we're in a situation where we've had the halving. That's behind you. The results from the halving are out there. And then, you have where we should be coming out of Bitcoin season now. into altcoin season, but you don't see your altcoins really running. And that's because the retail money is just not there. People just don't have the money right now. And that's going to kick back the bull run. It's going to kick back the bull run. It's going to prolong it. It's not going to kick off when everybody thought it's going to kick off, because where's the money coming from, right? And that's what we got to ask ourselves, is where's the money coming from, right? So retail used to push crypto, right? You didn't have a lot of institutional money coming into crypto, so retail used to really kick in the crypto bull markets. Now what you have is a different type of situation. You have institutional money that continues to buy, right, in one project, Bitcoin, right, in one project. And retail money is now on the sidelines because they just don't have the money to kick into the market. And nobody wants to talk about that, right? Everybody puts these bold predictions out there of where things are going, but what they don't talk about is retail money is not here. And there's no signs of it coming in. There's no signs of retail money coming back in. It's not even trickling in. And that's why I always tell you guys, look at the market cap, right? Because that'll let you know how much money's really inflowing into the market. It's and it's not going anywhere. It just keeps sitting there. So is every month that goes by that retail money doesn't come into the market is another month that you can kick back the bull run. You can kick back the bull run, because people got to have money, and that's all there is to it. And right now people are struggling. They're struggling around the world, and that's the part that nobody talks about. That's the part that nobody wants to touch on, because it blows their theories out of the water. Me personally, the bull run's going to come when the bull run comes, but the bull run's not going to come without retail money. Non-farm, yeah, that's what I was talking about. The payroll data coming out today, and it's not going to be good. It's not going to be great. The non-farm payroll data is not going to be great. People are losing their jobs. I just seen a survey the other day where it's like 80% of the people that are working right now in the United States are literally scared that they're going to get laid off. So the data is not going to be great. Yeah, I mean they'll mess with them. They'll mess with them unemployment numbers, Junior. They'll mess with them. They'll make them look okay. But here's the bottom line to all that, right? Just go look around the world. Go look outside. People don't have money, man. People just don't have money. And when people don't have money, they're not socking it away into the market. Yeah, I agree. It's extremely higher than what they're reporting. Unemployment is extremely higher. So is inflation. Inflation's extremely higher than what they're reporting as well. Go ahead, Junior. But yeah, I mean, so when you look at it, like the bull run's not going to come into retail. Institutional investments here already, right? They're already buying BlackRock, Fidelity, all them guys are, but they're only buying Bitcoin. They're not even big inflows into the Ethereum ETF, right? They're only buying Bitcoin, and election season, yeah, it definitely is election season. Everybody's making promises that they will never keep, but they're only buying Bitcoin. So when you look at the inflows and the outflows of Bitcoin, a lot of that's institutional. It's not retail. And when you get down here into, Bitcoin sitting at 59.4, right? Told you guys last week, Bitcoin can't get above $62,000 right now. It gets to $62,000 and gets smacked right back down. And what that should tell you is that's right where the institutional investors want Bitcoin to sit, is at $62,000, because they keep smacking it right off at $62,000. They don't want it to run any higher than that right now. Ethereum sitting at 2,586, hanging on, trying to get up to that 2,600 mark. BNB's hanging on too. Everybody's just hanging on, right? Solana's 142. It's just hanging on. Everybody's just hanging on. XRP sitting at 59 cents right now. And this is one of the projects right here that really, I'll get off into a tangent in a minute. I hear people way overestimating XRP, right? And where the price point's going to go, and giving a bunch of people hopium and feeding into that narrative, right? XRP sitting at $33 billion right now, right? It's sitting at 59 cents, right? Where the others, I don't know, brother. It's Wednesday. Everybody usually keeps on Wednesday, everybody just kind of rolls in here slow. So it's sitting at 33 billion right now, right? So and at 59 cents, right? So let's just play this out for a minute. And people piss me off with this crap, man, because they give people hopium and they don't do the math. So in order for XRP to get to $5.98, it's got to have a $330 billion market cap. Where does that put that, right? Where does that put XRP, right? It puts XRP right here above Ethereum, right? So let me ask you guys a serious question. Maybe got some fish. Yeah, there you go. Let me ask you guys a serious question. Seriously, do you really believe that XRP is going to come up here and pass Ethereum in market cap with no retail money with retail money not in the market? Let me ask you guys. Like, that's a serious question, because I see these crazy projections out here, right? Do you really believe that that's going to happen? Do you really, seriously? Like, I'm not making a video out here and trying to hype people up and all that stuff, because that's all I see. But do you really believe that XRP is going to go up there past Ethereum in market cap with no retail money? At $5 XRP, I'm so. I mean, seriously. I mean, seriously. I mean, at $5 XRP, you should probably think about dumping your whole bag, like, because for it to get to $50, it's right now it'd be $3.4 trillion, right? That's above Bitcoin's market cap. That's above Bitcoin's market cap. That's 3 times Bitcoin's market cap right now. 3 times. And you're just touching, $3.4 trillion. So let me just, seriously, like, I'm not here to spread hopium to anybody, but I'm just here to do the math, right? I just do the math. I just speak facts, right? So for this thing to 10x right now, to 10x, it's got to go above Ethereum. And for it to 100x, it's got to run 3 times what Bitcoin's running right now. It's got to do a 3x above Bitcoin, just for it to get to $50. Now, I've seen $100. I've seen $1,000. I've seen all of this stuff, right? And it really kind of upsets me a little bit, because they don't do the math, right? There's math that's involved here. And why is it going to take so much for XRP to run so high? Because their supply is absolutely humongous. And who owns the majority of that supply? Ripple. They hold almost 50% of the supply themselves. Retail has to come. Yeah, Ken. Retail has to come. You're not going to get a bull run without retail. I think it can happen. I know you do, Junior. I know you think it can happen. But I'm here to tell you my belief. XRP will not outrun Ethereum. It won't outrun Ethereum. Yeah, XRP has a ton of institutional partnerships, right? But how many of them partnerships have actually come to fruition on the ledger, right? So, I want you to think about that for a minute. And I said this months and months and months and months and months ago when everybody was spreading this hopium and leading people down a path, right? What's the one thing that institutional banks hate is volatility. And I was watching a video the other day where somebody really broke it down. And it made me think, and it made me think about this for a minute. And it's really in XRP's best interest to keep the price stable for banks. It's really in XRP's best interest because they love stability. Banks, cross-border payments, everybody that's going to be using it, right, loves stability. They don't love volatility. So if this thing right now went from 59 cents to $1, you know who would be pissed off? The banks. The banks would be pissed because that's volatility that they can't control. And it messes with the payment, that messes with their payments in what they have going on because it's so volatile. So just think about that for a minute, right? Just think about that for a minute. Maybe that's why, and this made me think, maybe this is why Ripple's holding 50% of the supply, is to tamp down the volatility. Because you notice we went through this before, and every single run that Ripple went on, that XRP went on, Ripple dumped on the community. They stopped the run by injecting more tokens into supply. So just something to think about, right? Just something. I'm not saying that it's not going to run, it's not going to do its thing, but just something to think about. And when you look at these things realistically, just for this thing to 10x, it's gotta be bigger than Ethereum. And for it to 100x, it's got to 3x what Bitcoin's doing right now. That's a tall task, man. That's a tall task. In a market that's $2.1 trillion. In a market that's 2.1 trillion. And for it to 1000x, it's almost got to have a bigger market cap than the whole GDP. It's a tall task. Like I said, I'm not here to spread hopium, but it just pisses me off that people give these projections, right? They give these projections, and I only pick on XRP because everybody makes XRP videos and gives these crazy predictions of $100, $1,000, whatever. And they don't look at this. They don't look at the market cap, right? And where that's got to go in order for this to get to where they say it's going to go. these two mean something. These two play together. Market cap and price, price and supply all play together. They all play in the same sandbox. So whenever you're looking at a project, market cap, price, and supply all play together. They're all in the same sandbox. You can't have one without the other, and without the other. So if XRP 10X and goes above Ethereum in 2025, I'll be shocked. I'm just going to let you know. I don't think it's going to outrun Ethereum. Tron. We talked about Tron. Launched its new launch pad over there for meme coins. Absolutely been on a rocket ship. We talked about this last week. We talked about this on Monday when it was sitting at 13 cents, sitting at 16 cents right now. This is the difference between a blockchain that has volume and a blockchain that has no volume. You see the chart, right? It launches. How far will this go? I have no idea. How much volume will they push through this blockchain with the meme coin launches? I have no idea. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, right? But what I can say is the meme coins that they're launching over there are absolutely taking off. They are absolutely on a rocket, right? So as you guys can see, it's reflected in the price, right? You came up 3 cents within a matter of a couple of days, which is not easy to do when the market cap size is this big. So with this new launch pad that they launched over there, let's see how much volume they push through there. It'll dictate the price of that token. Avalanche is actually doing better than where it was last week, sitting at 22.98. Doing better, doing really, really good. So in this market, that's kind of just, this market's down, guys. We're almost bear market numbers right now in this market. I want you to think about that. We're almost back to bear market numbers. Chainlink sitting at $10.33. Right across the board. Remember, we were buying Chainlink at $8, right? So it's sitting at $10.33. We are getting really close to these bear market numbers, guys. Neroni's a bargain. Neroni's an absolute steal right now. Neroni is an absolute steal right now. I have to buy some more. I actually have to buy some more Neroni. I have to. I just been buying so much, man. I get sick of buying, but I will tell you, I mean, like, I want you guys to think about this in perspective of where were we buying these projects in the bear market and where are they now? They're getting dangerously close, man. They're getting dangerously close. I bought at 50. Now at 15. Yeah. I wanted to buy at 14 and then I got sidetracked and I didn't. But yeah, it's an absolute bargain right now to steal. And they're building, man. Neroni's building. Caspa sitting at 15 cents right now. Doing its thing. I mean, I think Caspa, when it starts launching these meme coins over there on that chain, you're gonna see Caspa perform like Tron. You're gonna see that big push up because it's gonna get that volume. Internet Computer surprisingly is in the green today at $7.37. Surprisingly, the chart doesn't look that bad. Usually, Internet Computer has been getting popped pretty good when the market's down. It's been getting crushed. Pepe, man, I think Pepe's a bargain here at 5077. I think it's a bargain here because we're going to get that zero back. It's just a matter of time. Stellar's doing its thing over here at 9 cents, 9.7. Wants to touch that 10-cent mark so bad. It does so bad. It wants to touch it, but it just can't stay there. Crow sitting at 8.6. Just acting like a stable coin. Crow is just acting like a stable coin in this market, just completely trading sideways. Not a lot of price action over there. Sui, we don't talk a lot about Sui, but it's sitting at 84 cents right now. Had a good push up a couple weeks ago. I think Sui That's a for me. I look at that as a 2028 play. Um, really, I think that they're going to make their major move in the next bull. Um, so I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they could just absolutely come out and blow the doors off of this bull market. But I look at that more of a 2028 play. Um, you know, building that blockchain and getting stuff going on over there, it takes a while. It takes a while to get things moving on the blockchain. Um, I think they're going to make some major moves. I just don't know if they're going to hit it this bull run. Um, Whenever that bull run comes, and I'm not even going to predict when the bull run comes anymore, because until retail money gets here, you ain't getting a bull run. And anybody tells you that you're going to have a bull run without retail money is full of shit. I'm just going to tell you that right now. They're full of shit. You need institutional money and you need retail money. And retail money is where the FOMO comes in, and that's what really pushes the market up. So until that comes in, you're not going to get a bull run. And until people have money to put into this market, you're not going to get a bull run. Because that's when retail money comes in. People got to have money to put into the market. So Bonk is doing his thing at 1.8 here. I like where Bonk is. It's hanging on. I like where Floki is. It's hanging on. But in that whole Floki ecosystem, I think TokenFi is the way to go. If you're going to get into the Floki ecosystem, I don't think it's necessarily Floki that's going to give you the biggest returns on your investment. I think it's TokenFi, the other token they have in their ecosystem. I think that's going to give you better return based on supply, based on market cap, based on volume. I think that's where it is. I think that's where the money is as far as investments go. Pyth is another one I looked at. We've been looking at Pyth for a while. If you like Chainlink, you're going to like Pyth over there on the Solana network. But again, I'm looking at this as 2028, 2028 bull run here. 2008, 2029. They got a lot of building to do. They're doing it. They got a lot of building to do. But Jasmine sitting at 1 cent 9. Great buy here under 2 cents. I do think that Jasmine will be to 20 cents either by the end of this year, going into 2025. I think you'll see Jasmine 10x from where it is right now. I think that's definitely in the cards for them. To me, this is one of the biggest undervalued cryptos in the top 100. Right there, Jasmine. It should be a lot higher than where it is, and it'll get there. People will FOMO into that. You know, I think that'll be one of the first movers. I think you'll see that move before some of the ones even above it. You'll see it move. Coming over here on the day, we got some winners, we got some losers, right? We talked to Tron. We looked at Tron, 11.7% TRX. I expect Tron to even do better here in the coming days with that launch pad that they got going on over there. They are absolutely sending meme projects off of that thing, and it's and they're moving them, man. They are absolutely moving them. And one of the keys to this, and I know they can't connect the two, but I'll connect them. You got Tron and you got HTX, right? Well, this exchange, HTX, who owns a lot of that? Justin Sun. Who owns Tron's blockchain? Justin Sun. Who owns a majority of stake in Poloniex? Justin Sun. So as these meme coins get sent, there's already been a couple of them that are listed on HTX and Poloniex. So it's amazing. You see the correlation between the two, right? Is that an accident? Is that an accident? I'm going to say probably not. I'm going to say probably not. I'm going to say volume is king, right? Volume is king. You see the hourly chart, it's starting to fill in. Nice and green right now. We'll see what happens as the morning moves on. We do have some Very, very important data that's coming out today. Um, but we'll get into it. You see Brett. I want to bring Brett up real quick. I'm big on Brett. I think Brett's going to be a big, huge mover in this bull run, just because it's not listed on a lot of the tier one exchanges right now. Actually, none of the big tier one exchanges. But you see, Brett got listed on Binance's futures, right? Same thing with Pepe when it got listed on Coinbase's futures. You see a ton of volume coming through futures, longs and shorts. So Brett seeing that volume and seeing a nice push up in its price as well. But this is when you get listed on Binance's futures, you're one step closer. You're one step closer to getting that spot listing, which is where you want to be. And also they got another listing here on Bit, whatever this was. It's a Korean exchange, which is big. Pepe and Brett both got listed over here on this Korean exchange. So I like to see that, because that's just opening the door for more volume. More volume means more money. And of course, I love my Pepe. And of course, I love my Brett. So to see both of them guys side by side getting listed on this Korean exchange, I love to see that. I think that's a great thing, right? So you got Bitcoin bear trap. Goldman Sachs right here. This is what we're talking about. Wednesday, U.S. jobs report is likely to overstate weakness. So basically what they're saying here is, guess what? Get ready for this jobs report minus farming jobs to come out a little bit worse than what was expected, as they do some of these redo some of these numbers. So expect that. So when you get these big players that are coming out and saying this, these guys know what's coming before it comes. They know what's coming before it comes. Institutions are still buying Bitcoin ETFs. Bitwise says, we know this, baby. We talked about this. Institutional money continues to buy Bitcoin. They just continue to buy Bitcoin, but the market's not pushing up because the retail money's not here yet. It's just not here yet. And, we can hammer it away some more. It's just, you're not going to get a bull run without retail money. It's just not going to happen. You need them both. You need them both, baby. So you can go over some stuff here on the DeFi side. There's really not a lot of news going around crypto. I'm telling you that right now. So token that launched yesterday, Bro over there on the base chain, definitely looks like a solid project. Stumbled on this one yesterday. Market cap sitting at 403K right now. Absolutely been on a nice little run. You can see I got up here to probably about 700K. On a little bit of a pullback right now. We're on a daily chart. You guys know we look at that, just keep everything consistent. But definitely looks like I'm in here. It's got 9.4K holders in less than 24 hours. And 24-hour volume is what I really love. 780K. I got in here yesterday. I'm up a little bit. But yeah, definitely a play over here. Like, it's hard to find these plays in a market that's down this far. But definitely, this one right here is definitely worth a look, guys. It's called Bro. It's over there on the base chain. And definitely they were pumping it pretty good last night, man. And that volume continues to tick, man. There might be some money to be made here. There definitely might be some money to be made if they can keep this volume moving. And I woke up this morning, I looked at it. I was kind of hesitant to even talk about it this morning because I don't talk about everything, but I seen the volume and I was like, you know what? As long as the volume stays strong, this thing could be all right. This thing could be all right. And I don't know a lot about it, to tell you the truth. I really don't know a lot about it. like I said, I got in last night because I just seen it running, and I was like, you know what, let me just throw a little something at it, and actually is performing a lot better than even what I thought. Ken mentioned Neroni not doing too bad over here on the daily. Come on, get up here. You see the big huge pullback right here, but it's coming back to 15 cents. It's starting to dig itself out of the hole. I think this is a great buy right here. I think that these guys got something coming out that's going to be pretty special. I don't have any insider information. I have no idea what it is, but I just think that they got a little something. They got a little something. Bruin, that team's pretty solid over there, and that's why I say that. The team's pretty solid. But yeah, this bro token, man, I don't know. I'm gonna stay in it. We're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna stay in it for a little while. See if they can't keep that volume moving, keep that volume pumping. But volume's king, right? Volume's king. And Tim's is just kind of doing what the rest of the market's doing, just trading sideways, 692K, very low market cap, 127.3K holders. Volume's down 127K. Well, I mean, people would dream, other projects would dream to have 127K volume, but that's kind of down for Tim. That's kind of down for Tim, to tell you the truth. But doesn't surprise me because the volume's down on every single blockchain. Every single blockchain. There's not one blockchain where the volume is up, right? So doesn't surprise me that the volume's down there. We talked a little bit about Brett. You see Brett coming back up to this 8-cent level, 8.8. Got to remember when last time we talked about Brett was sitting at 7 cents down here. Got listed on Binance's futures, turned that 7 cents into almost 9 cents. It's all about volume, baby. It's all about volume. Look at the volume. $1.49 million, right? This thing was under $1 million last time we looked at it on Monday. Brett was hurting, man. Brett was hurting on Monday. So volume's king. Volume is king, baby. Daddy token just trying to trade sideways, sitting at 50 cents. Whew, just really trying to hang on, But again, volume's key. 24-hour volume, 3.30K. Not a lot of volume. And the base chain, Ethereum, Solana, all the volume is down on every single one of the blockchains. It's all down. Found another token yesterday too that I really liked. I'm looking for it now. Here on my list right here. This is a low market cap play, very low market cap play, but I like what they're doing. I like what they got going on. Got into this, you guys. I was DJing yesterday, so I got into this one yesterday, and it's holding so solid. I was actually surprised how solid this thing's holding. It's only sitting at 27.9K right now, right? So super cheap. It's only got 189 holders. 24-hour trading volume though is at 17.76K, right? So it's almost pushing about a $18,000 volume through it. That's phenomenal for a market cap that's sitting at 27.9. It's called What the Fox, ticker WTF over there on the base chain. Definitely loving where this one going just because it's holding on. And right now, in a market like this, one of the things you guys got to look at coming into some of these lower market cap tokens is, one, can they hold on? And two, are they building a nice floor, right? Them are two keys that you got to look at right now. And when you can get into one with a super low market cap like this, 27.9K, and it's holding solid, and it's pushing volume, usually means good things on the horizon, right? Usually means that. So we'll keep an eye on this one throughout the day. But if you want a super low market cap play, a super early play, that you can dump, that you can park like 50, $60 in, and, and see if it moves, see if it goes somewhere. Um, this might be one. What the Fox, WTF over there on the base chain. This may be one that you look at and you go, maybe because it's holding up, right? Where'd it go yesterday? How high did it go yesterday? Uh, 004. So it got to about 43, probably 45K. So probably somewhere around a 2x from where it is right now at its all-time high at its launch yesterday. So not too bad. Not too bad. But this is definitely a low market cap play. You don't want to park a crap ton of money in here, but a $50, $70 play right here um, could 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 do you pretty good. It could definitely do you pretty good. Um, whereas if you come over here with Bro that we got into yesterday, here's the difference, guys. Here's the difference with market cap. You look at a 409K market cap, you're gonna have to put a little bit more money in here and make a difference, right? You're gonna have to put a little bit more money in here than you are what the Fox, because the market cap's a little bit higher, right? Market cap's a little bit higher. So that's the difference between getting in really early and on a project and getting in at a little bit more of a higher market cap. What's my boy Michael Mayberry doing over there in Moon? What's Moon look like today? Moon looks good today. Moon looks good today. Again, super low market cap, 65.18K over there on the base chain. Uh, Not a lot of volume though. Not a lot of volume. 259 in total volume. But holding steady. But definitely holding steady. Get some more volume over there. That thing could actually go to the moon. Like the dev, like Michael. Michael's doing his thing. Like where Michael's at with that. Just slow build, slow grind. Sat dormant for a little too long in my opinion, but definitely a slow grind right now. Crash sitting at 3.35 mil, just trading sideways like everything else, guys. Trading sideways. Miggles trading sideways as well, sitting at 37.5. You see it, just it's all just sideways action. Big props to anybody who's launching a token right now though, because this market is not conducive to launching new tokens, guys. It's just not. With the volume coming through these blockchains, you even look at Punke. I'm big on Punke, right? I think Punke is going to be absolute monster, sitting at 29 cents right now. Trading sideways from 30 cents to 29 cents. But again, even the volume on Solana is down. If you pull it back like a month, it's way down. It's way down. So definitely these blockchains are struggling. These meme tokens are struggling. These blockchains are struggling because you have somebody like Tron who just launched their token that is definitely just launched their platform, and they're taking a lot of the volume, man. They're taking a lot of volume, man. But again, there's not a lot of money in this market to go around either. Pepe, man, come on, baby. 507713. You look at it though, it's building up a nice little support up in here. Looking for that move up, looking for that money to come in, right? Looking for that money to come in. So definitely, I think a nice a nice DCA level for Pepe. A nice DCA level for Pepe. Bonk, same thing as well. Looks like it's coming down a little bit today, not much though. Skin just building up right here, just hanging on right around this 178 1.8 level, just holding on. I mean, there's just not a lot of action going on inside of this cryptocurrency market right now. everything is just sideways. There's just not a lot. So this kind of lets you know where the market is right now when your meme coins aren't even running, and your low market caps aren't really running. But there was two new, like I said, there were two new launches I got in yesterday. Bro and What the Fox. I'm telling you, I think I would park a little bit more. I think I would go in What the Fox if I was just coming in today, just because it's at 27. Um, you know, 27 K. I think that's a good play right there. But that's going off of last night's volume, right? And I'll probably cover these two tokens a little bit more in my base video. If they can hang on, I'll cover them a little bit more in my base videos, just because they're newer. Just because they're newer, and I like to do that. But BC. What's going on, XRP? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. You missed our XRP conversation. Very good XRP conversation. Good XRP conversation. Missed that. Missed that one. But I really don't bring up tokens that I don't I haven't done any research on. So but if you guys in the chat want to check that one out, go ahead. But What the Fox is sitting here. They're not doing too bad. Like, we're coming up 27, but I like this one. The two that we got yesterday, I like that one. We got Coinbase BTC. Boy, did this one ever take a crapper, right? You look at it, it's at 135K. Boy, it's almost at launch price right now. This one kind of took a crapper, right? It was big over there, had a nice run up, but definitely took a crapper. Base coins. Oh, love base, man. Love base coins, baby. Love base coins. Base coins are where they're at. I love it. Love base coins. Right now, you can call me a base chain maxi. I think that's where the money is right now. I just Ethereum's gas fees are still a little bit too high. Solana's oversaturated right now. Solana meme coins are way oversaturated. It's hard to get a good position in over there on Solana with everything that's going on. The rugs, Solana's just a mess. But I do like base, and but that Tron launch pad ain't no joke right now. It's just not a joke right now, man. They're flying tokens off of there. I might cover a couple. I might look at a couple. I got like I said, I got to do some research over there. But 16.5, 16.4 cents. Like, man, 13 cents. We were buying this thing bad. We're buying that bad boy. So in a couple days, they're making some moves, man. And you don't even listen. I don't even trade over there on Tron. The only thing I know is I'm going where the money is. And if TRX is going to give me a 2x, or whatever on the short term, listen, I'm going to take that money. We ain't going to leave that money sitting on the table. Are we, Ken? But Neroni as well, man. I think Neroni is a great buy right here. 15 cents, 15.3. Ken brought it up earlier. Absolute steal right there. Absolute steal. Tim's, I don't think Tim's is done. Sitting at 800. I mean 694K right now. I don't think it's done. The volume's still there. Like I said, it's got 127K and 24-hour volume. Low for Tim's, but a lot of projects would absolutely love to see that amount of volume. They just can't. They just straight up can't. But Tim's can, uh, and that's a good thing. But so not bad, not bad. Yo, I'm clocking in. All right, Junior, man. Appreciate you, brother. Yo, if you guys ain't following Junior, click on his profile, get over to his X page, and make sure you're following him. Man keeps you up to date with the charts for Jasmine and XRP all the time. Jupiter, and also gets on spaces and holds some pretty good X spaces. So if you're not over there in on X with Junior, make sure you get over there. Make sure you click that follow button, turn them notification bells on, because yo, he's always keeping us up to date with the charts, man. Every time there's a move, every time it's moving, go over there and follow my man. Putting in the work, man. He's trying to put in the work, and that's what we like. We like content creators that are putting in the work, man, and he's one of them. And appreciate you all the time, man. So go give them a follow. We're gonna get up out of here for today, too, guys. We're gonna get up out of here today. I gotta go to work. We'll be back at you guys on Friday. We'll be covering more and more tokens. We'll be covering more and more of what's going on in these markets. But the word of today, like I said, but check out Bro and check out What the Fox, guys. Definitely two tokens over there on the base chain that could definitely be some movers as the day moves on. So yeah, definitely check them two out. But leave you guys today with, be careful. A lot going on today. As far as like these job data reports here in the United States. And also the inflation as well. And we always talk about the title. You see my thumbnail, When Moon, right? We're not going to moon this market until retail money comes in, and until inflation comes down, until around the world, and these things start to settle themselves out, and people start to get some money to be able to put into this market. Um, it's becoming more and more obvious that this market and the stock market are going to just kind of trade sideways, right? You're not going to see a big push up to that, $3 trillion market cap, $4 or $5 trillion market cap until these things happen. A lot of people don't want to talk about it because it kills their projections of when the bull market's coming, but until this retail money comes in, we're just trading sideways and we're just accumulating, right? Accumulating and waiting. And that's what we're doing is we're just kind of waiting for this market to turn around. And it'll happen. So with that, be safe, accumulate, man. Look at the projects that are moving, look at the projects that are doing stuff. Play around with the meme coins a little bit. Play around with the meme coins a little bit. Selmo, what's up, brother, man? Where was you at this morning, man? Where was you at, brother? When Moon, baby. When Moon. Yo, when Selmo with the 50 with the bomb, baby. When Moon, when retail money comes in, Selmo. When retail money comes in, brother. Right now it's a little tough, right? It's people don't have money to spend in these markets, right? People don't have money to spend on extra stuff. People are living paycheck to paycheck. And when people have money to put back in, you'll see the moon. The institutional money's here already, right? It's buying the hell out of Bitcoin, right? Institutional money's buying the hell out of Bitcoin right now. Without institutional money flowing into these ETFs with Bitcoin would probably be at 30K. I mean, let's be honest with each other about that, right? Bitcoin would probably be at 30K. Without BlackRock, Fidelity, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, everybody else putting in all of this money, Bitcoin would be in trouble. Good things come to those They do. It's summers, and that's why I'm saying like accumulate now. Now's the time. Like we're almost to bear market prices again. We're pulling back to that level of where we were buying stuff at the height of the bear market, right? Like say the height of the bear market, right? We're there. If we continue to pull back, we're going to be right back into the same price levels that we were buying in the middle of the bear market. And if we pull back more, we'll be down at the bottom of that bear market buying. But if you're buying and you're accumulating, you can wait it out until this retail money comes. But people are hurting right now, and we got to acknowledge that. When you're investing, you have to acknowledge the fact that the world is hurting, and they have to be able to spend money in order to pump the market. You have to acknowledge that. And retail money's just not here. It's just not here. It seems like the market is slightly. I don't think the market's tied to XRP. You know, I don't think the market, Big Watch, is tied to XRP's success or failure. I really don't. I think we're beyond that now. The market's beyond that, right? The crypto market is beyond whether or not XRP is going to win the case or not win the case, and whether they're going to appeal or not appeal. I think all of that stuff is already priced in. I think the market is literally tied to the inflation. And I think it's tied to how much money people have to spend. Because here's the thing. XRP Ripple can take off, right? Let's say it takes off. Let's say it goes to $1. Let's say institutional money comes in and goes to $1, pushes it to $1, right? If retail money doesn't come in and push the rest of the market's not going to move. The rest of the market's not going to move. It's just not. You need both. You need institution and you need retail. And we don't have retail right now. Yeah, I don't, I think that is the issue that nobody talks about, right? Nobody talks about that, right? It's summers, nobody talks. Everybody gives you these crazy projections of where the market's going to go, where it can go, where it's going to go. But nobody talks about the fact that around the world, people just don't have money to spend. The majority of people are living paycheck to paycheck right now. And until that flips a little bit, the market's just going to trade sideways. Watch out for Elon and Trump. They need that though, Selma. They need that. We need some financial accountability in our government. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody to come in and you guys know I'm not a big, huge political thing. I'm not gonna, turn this thing into a political channel. But what we do is we need people to come into government, whoever they are, that are gonna sit down and say, much like me and you do when we budget our bills, right? Here's how much money we have to spend, and here's what we're going to spend it on, right? But ultimately, what's going to happen, and I want you guys to listen to Powell speak, right? Because you got to understand what he's saying when he says it, because they use these crazy words that nobody really grasp or nobody comprehends to really let you know kind of like this is what it means, right? So when Powell says we're going to cut interest rates, or he didn't say it, but when people interpret the fact that he's going to cut interest rates in September, which he will, probably 50 basis points, and he uses the word quantitative easing, right? And the next time he speaks, pay attention to the word quantitative easing. What that means, what that technically means is that they're about to turn the money printers back on. They're about to start printing more money. So every time he says quantitative easing, means that they're about to start printing more money. And as they start printing more money, the money that you currently have as a dollar becomes less and less valuable. So how do you curb inflation? Here's the problem around the world. How do you curb inflation without it, and also devalue your currency, right? How do you do that, right? Like, that's the issue. That's the problem, right? But in order for you to pay off your interest that you owe, which is in the trillions of dollars, you have to print more money. That leads to financial instability. So you need some people to come in and say, okay, guys, we're spending too much money. We're printing too much money. And we need to get this financial house in order, right? That's, it's no different than you sitting around the table budgeting your money and budgeting what you need, right? But as long as we allow around the world, not only in the United States, but around the world, as long as it doesn't matter what you spend, because you can always just print more, you're always going to find yourself in this particular situation. We'll always end up right back here, whether it's 5 years from now, 6 years from now, 7 years from now, 2 years from now, you'll always end up right here, because this isn't a Republican or Democrat thing. This is an American problem thing, right? The last person to leave the presidency seat with a balanced budget was Bill Clinton. George Bush came in and wrecked the budget, right? Obama came in and tore the budget up. He destroyed the budget, right? Trump came in and ran the deficit up as well. And Joe Biden came in and blew it up. So this isn't about a Republican and this isn't about a Democrat. This is about people printing money and just spending money that they don't have, and just printing more to cover what they're spending. And that's why we have the inflation that we have right now. It go you can take it all the way back to Bill Clinton was the last one to leave with a balanced budget. He was the last one to balance the budget. Ever since then, we've done nothing but add to the deficit. That's all we've done. And that spans Democratic presidents, and that spans Republican presidents. It spans them both. So they're both just as guilty. Both parties are just as guilty for exploding this budget and exploding inflation. So they all put us where we are right now, because the only people that can create an inflation issue is a government. The only people that can bail you out of an inflation issue is the government. So they create the problem, and then they have to go back in and fix the problem. That's the problem, guys. Like, it's all bad. None of it's good. You need somebody to oversee this whole thing. You need somebody to sit down and say, I know you guys want to pass this legislation, but it costs too much money. So we can't do it. You know what I mean? Because you've seen what happens when you allow politicians to run roughshod over your government. You get this. This is what you get. You need, Elon's right. You need a financial stability committee to look at this stuff and say, no, we can't afford this. We can't afford this. You know, you need somebody to come in and regulate that. You know what I think the right idea is, Summers? You know what I think the right idea is? I think the only way out of this and the only way to build a long-term successful system is people will agree and people will disagree. It's just my take on it, is a straight up flat tax all the way across the board. It doesn't matter what you make. If you work at McDonald's, you know, we're taking X amount, right? I don't know. So let's say it's 20%. We're taxing you at 20% tax rate. If you're a billionaire, we're taxing you at 20% tax rate. I think you got to have a flat tax across the board. And that takes the whole argument over we're going to give these people tax breaks and these people tax breaks and these. No, everybody gets taxed the exact same. You can get rid of the IRS because you don't need a tax return at that point, because there is no tax incentives. There is no tax write-offs. It's very clean. It's very simple. It's 20% on whatever you make. So like you make a great investment, you know, you make a great investment, you get taxed 20% on that, right? It's 20% on all the income that you currently have. All the way across the board. You get rid of the IRS, you get rid of tax returns, you get rid of all that. You don't need it. You don't need the tax breaks. You don't need any of that. And everybody pays the same. Depending on how much you make, you pay the same. Nobody can complain at that point. You know, nobody can complain. Everybody's paying the same amount of taxes. I don't know what the tax rate would be, but let's say it's 20%. Everybody pays 20%. Everybody pays 20% across the board, period. We're going to take this whole argument off the table of who gets this tax break, who gets that tax break, who's writing off on this and who's writing off on that. There is no tax breaks. There is no tax incentives. It's 20%, period. You know, you don't get to write this off on your taxes and write that off on your taxes and all. It's if you make $1, it's 20%, period. And then you don't need the IRS to audit a tax return, because there's no such thing as a tax return. You know, you don't need it. You know, and it takes the whole argument off the table, and then the government can come and say that we want to pass this legislation and it's going to raise everybody's taxes 0.001%. You either vote for it or you vote against it. And it takes this whole, we're going to pass this legislation and take the money from here and put it to over here. No. If you pass it, your taxes go up this much. Across the board. You know, and, because people talk about taxing the rich, and I know I'm going on a rant here, right? People talk about, oh, well, we got to tax the rich in order to take care of everybody else. Well, the only people that are getting screwed in this whole tax system is the middle class. Because the rich, they know how to manipulate the tax code to pay less taxes, right? And people that are poor aren't paying taxes, right? Because they're getting a tax return. So they're getting more money back from the system than what they put into it. They're getting an actual return, right? So the only people that end up getting screwed in this whole tax system is the middle class. The rich get a tax break, the poor doesn't pay any taxes, and the middle class basically pays for everything. If you think that's right, then you're entitled to your opinion. But my opinion is that is the most jacked up tax system that you could possibly have. That the people that you have one sector of this country that gets screwed on the taxes, and that's the middle class. They basically are paying for everything. And that's not right. It's just not right. You have to have a tax system that's fair, equal across the board. And the only way you'll ever accomplish that is a flat tax. Because if you don't have a flat tax, somebody's going to get screwed. Somebody's getting screwed in the end. And it is what it is, you know. So that's how I feel, you know. Some people agree with me, some people don't, but that's the only way that you eliminate the whole argument. You just eliminate it all. And then you don't got to listen to this stupid political crap about we're going to give tax breaks here and tax breaks there, and we're going to raise taxes here and raise taxes there. It's all political games. It's all political crap. It doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't, because they can give no tax breaks. They can charge no tax. They can do nothing. And then they can just go turn the money printers on and print as much money as they need. And at the end of the day, what does it matter? What does it matter? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So that's my rant as I'm out of here. All right, guys. I gotta get to work. We'll be back at it on Friday. We'll be back up and at it on Friday. We'll be back up and at it on Friday. Yo, it's Summers, man. I love to see you back in these chats, brother. You drop so much knowledge, man. I love to see you back in these chats, man. I'm glad to see you back in crypto. I'm glad to see you back in these chats, man. Yo, I want to see you streaming again too, brother. But all right, man. Everybody have a great one, man. And we'll be back on it on Friday. We'll see where the markets are. We'll see what this job data comes in as today. We'll look at it all. So with that, guys, we're out of here for the morning. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Be safe. Be smart. Selmo, thank you, brother, for everything. Be safe. Be smart. Protect your investments. DCA into these projects. Remember, time, guys. We just need some time, guys. We just need some time. And we got to get this retail money back in here. Got to get this house in order. Got to get this retail money back in here. And we will. It'll come. It'll all make sense here in the end. So with that, I'm getting up out of here. All right, guys. We out. Bye.